all the naughty children get their coal. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul. Oh, my name's Yusong. Look, sometimes sometimes he runs out of ideas, okay? I think it's literally impossible for one person to make up a new song parody about Riichi Mahjong every day. Yeah, I would say like it goes against the laws of physics itself. And sometimes we just end up with a rhyme. So I hope you enjoyed that intro. You know, if we get like 1 billion comments saying, Yusong, we love this intro, I'll make this the official intro. But dear Lord, am I hoping that this does not become the official intro. It's a Christmas reference. It doesn't do well year round. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul, okay? We got that out of the way. We're playing with a Saint level player to our right. That's a little spooky. That's definitely a little spooky. But we got a pair of the green dragons in our hand, so things could definitely be worse. And oh my god, what a starting hand. You got me sounding like Professor Oak from Pokemon Snap. Wonderful. Last game, I don't want to spoil anything, but it seems like playing as Hinata has certainly broken the curse of bad luck. The 1,000 years of garbage curse has definitely been lifted, or so I hope, you know? What are we looking at here? We want, do we want to accept another? I think we do this, right? It's not a perfect one away, but it's not half bad, right? We get to chi either of these tiles. Ooh, okay, we can go to a perfect one away. Let's do that. Why not, right? So this is a perfect one away because we have a pair, a double-sided weight, and an omega chunk, which is a pair with a adjacent tile next to it. So no matter how we get into tenpai with this hand, we can finagle it to have a double-sided weight. So that's the power of a perfect one away, and I think it's a helpful thing for new players and of course experienced players to recognize. You know, it's pretty nice. Yeah, so we've been playing pretty well. I gotta peep just for a second. Saint 2-star. Maybe coming into the Jade Room just to rekindle some of their self-esteem, but otherwise on a pretty good winning streak. How am I doing today? I don't know. I'm still wearing my shirt. I'm feeling pretty fancy. Doing some heavy laundry today, okay? Heavy laundry. Doing the bedding. It's I don't know how often people do the bedding, but I'm on like a 2 to 3 week schedule. I think that's pretty appropriate for the bedding. But it's a large undertaking, especially if you also have regular laundry to do in there. That's an overwhelming day in and of itself. And guess what? We're smack dab in the middle of laundry getting right now. I wish I could take that because that's another Dora tile. And not only that, that's terrifying because it seems like you are in tenpai. Because you're willing to discard like a good tile. Are we scared? They haven't discarded a single character tile yet, which means that this might not necessarily come to fruition. Now that I'm looking at it, neither of these players have discarded a character tile. Strangely enough, the Dora right now seems a lot safer than discarding either of these. So this seems okay. We would have had an amazing hand here. We would have had 3-4. We would have had an amazing half flush, but I don't think it was right to go for it. I think it was honestly correct to just sit in tenpai for 1,000 years. How many 5s and 6s are gone? Enough to make this decision okay. 3 5s are gone, 2 6s are gone. I'm okay with making this discard, especially to stay into tenpai. Staying into tenpai here. Yeah, just stumble over your words twice, even as you're correcting yourself. You sung why I oughta. No. In this channel, we preach 1, not calling late game Riichis, and 2, self-compassion. So 1, get owned, and 2, thank you very much. So that's nice. We don't get their Riichi stick because we run them on their Riichi tile. Keep in mind that you only throw in your 1,000-point Riichi bet. Oh, baby. A triple. Oh, this is an amazing hand. Jeez Louise. What an incredible. And the Dora is the 4 of characters. Oh my god. Oh my. I'm gonna C-word. And by C-word, of course, what do we mean? We mean celebrate. We mean crack open a cold one. All of these terms. So I think what we do here is this is a little greedy, but we can even take a 1 of characters in this hand as well. We're 1 tile away from tenpai with a 3-hun hand as the dealer. I am so sorry I ever stopped playing as Hinata. Are you kidding me? This is the greatest luck I've ever seen. And also this should signal to other players that I've got a pretty scary hand if I'm willing to throw away a 6 and an 8 of circles. Either that or I'm going for some kind of weird half flush. So this is a little bit awkward, right? It's a little bit adorkable. We can chi a 1 or a 4 or a 2 or a 5 here. We'll probably have to get rid of one of our triplets, but that's okay. That's absolutely okay. And now we can win if someone gets a little too greedy. We can slurp on some human greed tonight. How does that sound, everyone? Dinner's on me, and we're all going to O'Finnigan's to get some human greed. Of course, we can also win on the 1 of characters, which should also hit the spot right now. Oops. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Not only has the bad luck curse been revoked, we are smack dab in the middle of good fortune, which is very, very scary. I don't know what to do with good fortune. Oh my god. You also have the Halloween skin. That's very, let's just say I wouldn't feel comfortable with it popping up during a work meeting. I think that's a pretty appropriate way to describe it. This is a great hand. We have another Yakuza here. So does Right Lord, though, so we have to be a little bit cautious here. Unfortunately, both of our 1-2 shapes are pretty weak. And there's another 1. Okay. I'll throw the 4 here. I'm not sure if that's right. Like, we could think about, like, oh, what if we draw into a red 5 or something? But I don't know about that. I'm feeling 22. Look, Taylor Swift's on the mind. She's been trending every day since 30 days ago because of her ongoing war with Ticketmaster. And let me tell you something. I stand with Taylor Swift. I hope she wins. I hope that Taylor Swift is the one to bring about the destruction of a monopoly in the U.S. economy. And because she makes great music. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so here's the thing. I actually don't know what to discard right now. I definitely want to get rid of this 1-2 shape, but keeping the 5 there, I think is a little bit too redundant, even for me. 8 seems like definitely an okay tile to discard. I mean, how bad am I going to feel discarding this 2 and this 1 later? Right Lord pushes for it. There is a world where this is a half flush hand in the circle suit. They haven't discarded a single circle tile yet. Sure, they've discarded a lot of honors, which I don't feel amazing about, but we are 1 tile away from Tenpai and we get into Tenpai. What an amazing decision, right? I mean, not incredible. Like this is nothing to write home about, but this is still pretty nice, right? Waiting on a singular 3 of circles here. It's not close to the Dora, so people should feel relatively comfortable discarding it. We'll see. The Right Lord could very well have a triplet of them. Again, they still haven't discarded a single circle tile. And keep in mind, we could also be folding here if we draw the wrong tile. How do we feel about this? A lot of 7s and 8s are gone. Doesn't mean anything, right? Someone could have a 4 and a red 5 of bamboo. I'm still going to push with it to stay in Tenpai. Right Lord finally discards a circle tile. A cross Lord calls Riichi. It's either we win on this draw or we fold. Or we draw a safe tile. Unless they Riichi'd on a single tile hell weight, which come on, you got to give it to them there. Left Lord discards the Dora? I am not going Khan Academy on this MFer, right? There's no way I supplement my in-school studies with a little bit of online learning by going to Khan Academy. Not sponsored, but willing to talk if you're willing to pay up. That's how people get sponsors, right? By threatening vague threats or pretending like you're in the mafia. Okay. No one's discarded anything in the circle suit for a while. Left Lord surprisingly takes it on the same exact tile that we were going for. Okay. Red Dragon, half outside hand. As the dealer, we have to pay a little bit more, but for a small hand like that, the dealer penalty is no problem. No problem at all. Okay, how are we looking here? This looks pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. This does not inspire a lot of confidence. I wish we all could have discarded West Winds there for a little bit of a redeal. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to get rid of this 9 here. Although we could. Okay. 7 pairs? Don't make me 7 pairs on this MFer. I suppose if anything, this is the Dora indicator. It's a dangerous tile to have and to hold right now. So I'll do a little speculative 7 pairs. If we draw into our 5th pair, I'll definitely go for 7 pairs. Oh, okay. So we're hoping right now to draw into a 5 of circles, and then we do a single tile wait on the north wind probably. I would call Riichi on this, because this hand is like zuzzy, you know what I mean? It's a little bit conniving, it's a little bit mischievous. I think that those are the types of Riichis that I do like. Is there a world where we discard the 5 here? You're not gonna like this, but we're in first. I just need to win with this hand. I'm gonna discard the 5. I can't believe it. Maybe that's a terrible call, but if we draw the 1 or the north wind, we can call a Riichi, and we have a lovely Suji trap set up, so that's also not that bad. Like, my thinking here is that we're in first. It's not by a huge margin. We could still, you know, definitely extend our lead, but I don't need to swing huge here. I want to balance my offense and my defense. Call me Northern Lion, the way I make attacking moves and defensive moves. It's a reference to another YouTuber. Welcome to the show. Look, my mind is just all references. It's a sick and twisted labyrinth in there. Right Lord discards the 1 of circles. Okay, that's okay. We can probably discard the 1 of circles next. Again, would love to get into Tenpai for something. Okay. I mean, here's the thing. The 6 of circles is not going to be an easy wait. Like, people are probably going to be suspicious of that. So I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not sure what this hand is going to eventually look like, but of course, like, we have to let the tiles kind of decide for us. Maybe if other people can sense it, maybe they can tell the way I'm discarding that I'm going for 7 pairs, or maybe that I just have a really good hand, right? Right Lord's still discarding a ton of garbage. They're going for the Nagashi Mangan maybe, or maybe just going for a pretty basic all symbols. I mean, this is it, right? So for those of you who don't know, like, if you just discard terminal tiles and honor tiles for the entire game, and then it's an exhaustive draw, you win a Mangan. And this is not like a scam or anything. It legitimately happens. I've never seen it happen, I don't think, but I think Right Lord is going for it. I think this is genuinely what they're going for. Wow. Okay. I respect it. I definitely respect it. But the dangerous thing about this is that, you know, they probably just have good tiles. Like, you know, a handful of all simples. So it's going to be hard for them to fold if someone calls a Riichi. Myself included. Okay. Right Lord calls Riichi. I don't think that we push for this. I would love to draw a 6 or an 8 right now and fold with the north wind. Well, fold and attack at the same time. Now 2 players are in Tenpai. I'm going to discard the 8 of circles. It's still safe, and we can still, you know, push for this hand. Wow, waiting on the south wind. Very zuzzy indeed. Very zuztastic, and 2 copies of the door. I don't know what this is. I swear this game is about Mahjong. I swear this game is about Mahjong. That's disgusting. Oh my god. See, this is why if you're a saint level player, you can't come down into the Jade Room, okay? Because that's just like mean of you to pick on lower level players. And sometimes this might happen. Sometimes this might happen. If you come down here to regain some self-esteem, you best be prepared for the worst smackdown you've ever seen. This is an all simples hand, by the way. I think so anyway. Like the 2-3 and the 7-8 don't necessarily lend themselves to a perfect all simples hand. Oh, but we're drawing some good stuff right now. Okay. Dora's the 1 of bamboo. We either gotta, pardon the phrasing, S or get out of the bathroom. You know what I mean? We don't want to keep this tile for too long. I would call a pawn here on a 7 or 8. Dude, I've been calling way more often recently. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Like, you can look at your stats on Mahjong Soul or on the fan made site. If you search Mahjong Soul Koromo fan site, I think you should be able to find it. And if you plug in your like ID and stuff, it'll show you your stats. So like there's like average for deal-in rates and like call rates and sumo rates and stuff across the different levels. I wonder if my call rate is too low or too high. I'm not sure. Like for a player like playing supposedly at my level. A Crosslord discards the door. That's terrifying, but we're 1 tile away from Tenpai. Holy moly. And we can pawn into it. Dave Matthews Band, crash into me. Can also chi into it if we get the right tiles. I'll throw another 8 of bamboo. So we're keeping the green dragon here because it's a very safe tile if someone calls Riichi or something, you know? 4 of bamboo is a little... I know I've been overusing this word, but a lot of French philosophers came up with it, so I feel like it's okay to reintroduce into the zeitgeist. 4 of bamboo is a little zuztastic there. There's nothing on the table that necessarily shows that it's safe. This is a strong move, right? We are in Tenpai now. If other people are paying attention, like this is a pretty clear indication that I'm in Tenpai. I have saved a safe tile and now I have discarded it. Am I willing to push the Dora? Sure. It's safe for 1 player. Yeah, okay. Right Lord, I mean, has discarded a few scary things, namely this 5 of characters, but nothing else that's too spooky, right? A Crosslord also feels like they're in Tenpai, but I'm willing to race with the rest of them, right? Okay, this is a little scary, but it's inner Suji to this 1 and the 7, and I feel like a Crosslord is the person that we have to fear the most. Right Lord calls Riichi. I'm gonna be honest, it's either we win here or we start folding. That's a cute little ice cream cone that you have for your Riichi stick. It would be a shame if someone ate your lunch. Oops. Thanks for keeping them warm for me, by the way. Thanks for keeping those points warm for me. Dude, I'm kind of evil. I'm on my evil arc. I'm not... Oh! Masaka. It can't be. 3 Dora right off the bat, but the rest of the hand is not looking fantastic. Oh, baby. Did I accidentally make a deal with the devil last night in my sleep? Be honest with me. Did I accidentally do that? We would love to draw another Eastwind here because that means we could actually open our hand. What a concept. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe those are our shapes. The way I'm George R.R. Martin right now. Dude, I don't know. I don't know what's going to be our pair. Maybe this 5 of circles is going to be our pair. Drawing a 5 of... Oh, what is this? Oh, man. I mean, this is dangerous because it's Suji to the Dora. People are going to want to keep their 7/8s around. If we draw the last copy of the Dora, do we con it? I don't think we con it immediately. I think we try to make schmoves and then... Oh, what is this? I think we get rid of the 6 here. We could still accept a 7. That's the only thing that we're gaining. We could improve this 6/8 shape into a 5/6 shape, but I think that's too greedy. I'm not sure. This hand doesn't look amazing. I'll give you that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Left Lord calls a pawn on the 9 of circles. What? So either you have a simple Yakuhai, like a triplet of the green dragon or something, or you're not going for a flush. Maybe a half outside hand or a full outside hand. We got to be a little careful. We got to be a little careful with what Left Lord is doing, especially if they're making this call as the dealer. Okay. That's not bad. We're starting to improve our hand's shapes. I would love to get into a double-sided weight. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if that's possible with this hand. This hand is looking... It's valuable, don't get me wrong, but it's hard to complete. Now, what is this? Me on antidepressants? Okay. Okay. It's not that kind of a show. It's not that kind of a show. I couldn't resist. There's an 8 of characters. I don't think we really care for the 8 of characters. Sorry for any stans of the 8 of characters in the audience tonight. You're going to hate this, and I'm going to hate this too, but this is a fold situation. We do not race this Riichi. I don't think so. I know we have 3 Dora, but we're in first place. We got this amazing luxury of being able to play defensively. And I think, I'm not going to lie, I think this is the right move. So what do we do here? I think we just go Suji Gaming based on this 4. We know that they're not waiting on a 2/3 of bamboo. So this is okay. After that, we're gonna have some difficult decisions to make about what to discard next. Probably the 9 of circles is okay. How many 7s are visible? Only 1 and only 1/8. I don't love that. What else is safe? I mean, this is half Suji. 3 of the 8s are gone. So I think, oh, Westwind is a great draw. So I think what we discard here is the 7 of characters. They can't have a 5, 6 of characters. And they could have an 8, 9 of characters, but it's extremely unlikely. So I think this is probably our next discard. No way I'm discarding the Dora, even though I have 3 of them. 6 of circles, okay. You know what? I'm gonna discard the 6 of bamboo. It was safe. And now, I mean, 6 of circles makes this Suji gaming, and so I think I'm gonna go for it. Unless you keep giving me really safe tiles to fold with, then I'll make some obvious discards. But if our back's against the wall, then I think we throw this 9 of circles out there for some Suji gaming goodness. Okay. I mean, there's also, you got to consider this, right? You don't want to deal into an under the sea or under the river. So you want to make sure that you have 1 safe tile, if possible, for your very last discard. I mean, this is, I guess I'm going to go for it. I mean, 3 8s are gone. It's almost impossible for them to have a 7 8. They were waiting on the 9 of characters. This is fine. They had the 1 remaining copy of the Dora. So it's not like their luck has completely dried. Like that's, you know, that's a good hand. Definitely not out of this game, and we got to be careful because they are a Saint level player, and as much as I like slaying giants or dunking on other players, I think we got to be careful here. Okay, what is this hand saying to me? It's giving me Virgo, it's giving me sassy, it's giving me pastoral. No, I've been watching a lot of fashion vlogs lately. This is an all simples hand, right? This feels like an all simples hand. This game really makes you feel like you're going for all simples, right? It's not great because again, this 7 8 and this 2 3 is not a real Tanyao in the sense that we can't accept a 1 and we can't accept a 9, so it's technically like a single-sided way. But if we draw into some good tiles, we could always keep a closed hand. Never mind, we're folding here. We're gonna fold here. Oh, do I push with the East Wind? No, I don't. No, I don't. I know that that's a little heartbreaking because we want to get into Tenpai if there's an exhaustive draw situation, but no, we don't deal into Riichi Ipatsu around here. Okay, Riichi Sumo Ipatsu. Are you kidding me? And I'm the dealer? No! This hand looks good. Riichi Ipatsu, fully concealed hand, and they hit 2 Oradora. You're welcome that I held them for you. Instead of thanks for holding them for me, you're welcome that I held your points for you. Okay, that's brutal. We can still get back into first place. It's not an impossibility or an impossibility if you want to put some stank on it. But it's gonna be a little harder, right? That's a really good early Riichi. And they were waiting on an honor tile too. So that's gotta feel pretty good. This hand can definitely get there though. Riichi Pinfu, definitely. We gotta get a little lucky, right? Because remember, Pinfu, we need to end on a double-sided weight. And a lot of those 2s are now gone. Okay, that sucks. That's okay though. Maybe we can rob a con if we get lucky later. Okay. This hand is okay. It's like a Riichi only hand, which is just dandy. It's just okay. How do we, ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs. Do we ever go for it? Nah, dude, I think we play this one normal AF, dude. I know it sucks, but I think we play this one normally. A crossword going for a potential half flush in the circle suit, maybe? It's a little scary. Or maybe just all simples. We don't know yet. But here we are, and we can maybe, oh, okay. They are in Tenpai for maybe a scary half flush scenario. Or maybe they're just waiting on the Dora, right? Because the Dora is the 7 of characters. I don't think we call Riichi with this hand because all of our weights are kind of garbo, right? Wow, they're willing to discard the 5? Nani? They can't have a 6 7. They could have a pair of the 8s, but that's extremely unlikely. We see 2 of the 8s. I think this is an okay tile to push with. So I don't think they're going for the half flush. I think they just got like a decent 2-Han hand, right? Seat wind, prevalent wind. Maybe all triplets, which is a little scary. Westwind. Vivian Westwind, definitely safe. And we still got this 4 of characters burning a hole in our pocket just in case, right? But like, if we draw a 5 of characters, I'm not so sure that I can discard this 6. This 6 is very, very scary, right? They can't get all triplets because they can only have a single tile of it at best. They were thinking about something for this 8 though, which makes me feel like I don't think that I can discard this 6 with this hand. Maybe we just get lucky and we can't draw another 8. There's only 1 copy of the 6 of characters left in the entire game. That's awful. Left Lord runs it. Thank you for getting us out of there, my friend. Pinfu, 2 door, red 5. As the dealer? No, not as the dealer, but we're crushing dreams right now. Okay. It's gonna be hard for us to get first. Can we be frank with one another? Like the protagonist, the infamous protagonist of House of Cards. Let us be frank with one another. We're probably not gonna get first. However, we can probably protect second. We're slugging it out for second between us and a crosslord. Maybe they're going for all simples. Maybe something else. We're not sure yet. This hand is okay. It's looking like a Riichi Pinfu hand. We need a pair in this hand, but I'm confident that we'll be able to find something. Sure. Absolutely. I'll discard a 4 here. What's the Dora? It's the Southwind. F, dude. Everyone can make use of the Southwind right now. Even I can make use of the Southwind, which feels really bad. Like, we're just hoping that we don't draw it and we get into a nice, safe Riichi Pinfu scenario. A bunch of honors. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Welcome. The admittance is free to the all-you-can-pawn and chi buffet, so long as you have the right tiles. A crosslord is either going for an all simples hand or they have 2 copies of the Dora. Wow, okay. So we're 1 tile away from being able to call Riichi. Unfortunately, if we draw like a 2 or a 5 of circles, we're gonna be on a single tile wait. That doesn't feel too great. Okay, scary, but I don't think they're going for the flush. Yeah, that came from a 6-6-8 shape. So here's the thing, we could keep the 9 as our pair and then end up waiting on a 6 or a 9, but unfortunately all of the 6s are looking like they're gonna be gone. Rap God, by the way. Okay, that's horrifying. So maybe they are in Tenpai. New door just dropped. If I call, oh, we would have had it too, but it's so unlikely, right? Especially with one of them showing on the board right now. So if we call a Riichi here, we might want to force the situation. This is one of the worst Riichis I've ever seen. But there's a chance at 2 aura. I think I go for it. This is a little scary because 1, they could still have the half flush and I could still deal into them. Dave Matthews Band crash into them. But we have 2 chances at an aura Dora, and it's a half Suji trap with my 1 of circles, and a lot of circle tiles are gone, so people might get into a false sense of security. And the Suji trap is complete. So it's inner Suji. Surely this bozo, I'm referring to myself, is not on a single tile wait, right? That would be nuts. Oh! Oops, 4 more years, baby. And we hit 1 Oradora. Oopsie poopsie, did I just do that on one of the worst Riichis you've ever seen in your entire life? Now, Right Lord's regretting ever logging on to Mahjong Soul today because they only have 200 points and can't even call a Riichi. So they have to go for a Yakuman, like 13 Orphans or something Zuztastic here. Throw an Eastwind. I feel so bad for Right Lord. Although, like, anything can still happen. Like, I know it hurts, but one of us could deal into a Yakuman and still lose this game, you know? They just have to, like, not lose. And pray that someone else loses even harder, which, again, is not a great situation to be in. I won't deny that. There's our simple Yaku High. Will I accept a 2nd place here? Yeah, absolutely, dude. I'm not gonna shoot for the stars. Even if you miss, you'll be sipping Gatorade or margaritas or whatever. That's not the expression. You know what I mean, though, right? Like, I'm totally happy with 2nd place here. It's really hard to catch up to 1st, actually. We would need a humongous hand to do that. She the 3-5 so that we still have a double-sided weight. Unfortunately for us, this 1-2 shape is really, really weak, but That's okay. What can you do, right? That's Mahjong, baby. There's another 5 of circles. I'm going to get rid of it early so that we're not stockpiling up dangerous tiles for later. Would I pawn the 6 of characters? Maybe. That's how much I want to win this one. You get on a single tile, wait for maybe the 2 of circles. It's a nice little Suji trap. This is the Dora. You know what? F the Dora. Someone pawn it. Okay. No one pawn it. Thank you very much. Even if someone pawns it, I think that that's okay. Like, worst case, we get 3rd place. I know there's a huge difference between 2nd and 3rd. Right Lord just wanted to go home. I can understand that. I can definitely understand that. And they just don't want to be in the negatives. I don't know if there's a bigger point penalty for being in the negatives or what. I don't know. But I can understand, like, it's a pretty fruitless situation, so they just want to get out of here regardless. So we weren't able to keep our ginormous lead throughout the entire game. Maybe for that one round, I should have kept the red 5, but it's not like we would have won with that 7 pairs hand anyway. So I think our decision-making was okay. I think our decision-making was roughly okay. Let's take me back into the logs. Again, here at Yusong Industries, we're trying to improve here by looking back at maybe some of our mistakes and some of our epic conquests. The epic conquest. Okay, sorry. This is a nice Riichi because it's Riichi Pinfu, and you have the chance at a pure double sequence, red 5. Riichi Pinfu, red 5. Pure double sequence is 1 Han. You can even sumo Ipatsu. And the 1, oh, the 3 is actually not looking safe at all, dude. I mean, I can understand calling Riichi here because either you're going to deal in with this tile and you don't pay the 1,000 points, or you have an amazing Riichi. But no one's discarded character tiles yet. Let me see this. Yeah, okay. Right, look, right there, right Lord. It's all character tiles. Hilarious. And then a Cross Lord also has a decent hand too. They're going for a pure straight as well, 1 through 9 in the character suit, but they're lacking a pair in their hand as well. Okay, a little awkward. But they could have called a three-way Riichi for their pair as well with this hand. So it's not terrible. Yeah, okay, and then they just dealt it to me. This is an okay decision. I don't know what I would have done here. Would I really have folded here? What is there even to fold with? The 5 of circles? Nah, dude. I don't think I would have called Riichi here. I think I would have dealt the 3. I don't know if that's that much better. Like in this situation, if you're gonna deal the 3 anyway, just call the Riichi, right? I don't know. If you see anything else that could have been discarded here, let me know. That's not a huge fold, right? Because this is kind of worth fighting for. Like, Riichi, Pinfu, red 5. Yeah, it's not bad. I'm feasting on human greed here. I'm feasting on some human greed. Yeah, of course you discard this. This is they're looking at a great half outside hand. Maybe they even discard the 7 here. I would have maybe discarded the 7, but oh, right. They've already discarded a 1, so they don't want to end up in like a Furitan situation if they're waiting on a single tile. Okay, I can understand that. And then I was just waiting to slurp him up. I was waiting to slurp him up, dude. What can I tell you? I'm just slurping. Left Lord wins a ridiculous hand here. How? What were the... Okay. A Cross Lord calls the Riichi. You are not even close to Tenpai. Evangelion 3.1.7. You are not in Tenpai. How dare you push with this hand? What? Oh, I suppose you think this is safe, but this is a live tile. I mean, it's so unlikely that they're waiting for it, right? Wait, who wins this? Oh my god. Right, 2 players have called Riichi. 2 players have called Riichi. I didn't even miss that because I didn't even see the Ramune soda here. Right, so you actually, this might be your safest discard. What happened? Did they just call Riichi with the 4? So they called Riichi with the 4. So now the 4 is no longer safe. Wow. I guess so. Is the 2 safe? 3 came from a 3-3-4 shape, maybe? Still possible, yeah. 7? This could have come from a 8-9? I don't know. 7 seems okay. I mean, this could have come from a 5-6, right? Yeah, they could have a 5-6. How many 6s are shown? So, dude, I hate to admit it. This is like half Suji. Wow. I think the south one was actually the correct discard here. And I mean, please let me know if you think differently. Of course, the 8 is arguable here because 3 6s are visible. It's really unlikely that someone has, that they're waiting on a 6-7, right? So, yeah, if this came from a 6-6-7, like that's extremely unlikely. It's extremely unlikely. So maybe this is slightly safer, but the Southwind is okay. There's a huge chance that just no one else has any Southwinds here. That sucks. This is genuinely a really difficult moment. So you deal in yet again. So not to BM or be rude or anything. Right Lord looks like they're going for all triplets or just maybe a half flush. What do you deal here to keep your hand open? Probably this one? No, you want to get rid of a dangerous tile soon, and it's safe for Right Lord. Who is it not safe for? A Cross Lord? They haven't discarded many circle tiles. Yeah, dude, they're just sitting in Damaten Pinfu. Holy moly. You hate to see it, dude. This guy just got destroyed. And I don't even think they deserved it that much. There's nothing that is like really that disagreeable about their play. You are not in Tenpai yet. I'd probably just discard the 8 here. Okay, discarding the 2-4, right? You have one too many shapes. Maybe you could go for 7 pairs or something. This is like kind of like an embarrassment of riches though. Like this is hard to make use of. You have too much of a good thing. Then left lord just wants to get out of there. Let me know if there's a point penalty for like getting negative points if you're playing ranked. I'm not sure. I'll take my second place, plus 68, 1 away from greatness. All right, that's gonna do it for today. Hinata might be our new character. We don't have our what's our bond level at? That's just zooming in on the JPEG. How do I give you gifts? Items. Gift. Can I give you something? Surely there's a way to give your character stuff. How do you... We'll figure it out eventually. Because it's not like this is my first rodeo. Clothes? Ah, dude, we're not that far. I can give her a bunch of gifts and stuff. I gotta be careful about screaming all of this. My incredibly supportive girlfriend is just right around the corner, hanging out with me today. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and a comment. Helps out the channel a lot. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more. And hey, I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 4 p.m. PST. You can find the link in the description. Mondays are Mahjong if you just want to stick around for those, but Wednesdays are Variety, and Fridays are Nancy Drew. And boy, howdy, do we have a Nancy Drew on our hands this week, or this month. You can also join us in the Discord. It's an incredibly kind community. You can find some friendly games. I've really enjoyed watching everyone's Mahjong screenshots lately of epic hands and of big pain moments. We've all been there, okay? It's a lot of fun to talk with other people about Mahjong. Okay, until next time, please take care of yourself and please be kind to yourself, okay? I'll talk to you soon. Peace.